Boom! You know, I'm going to be honest. There are a few things in this world that I love, but a perfectly cued intro, top of the list.
And how about my intuition to click the applause button on our lovely Mixcast 4? Drake.
We're here. We did it. Woo! 6 months in the making. I repeat, half a year in the making. This woman calls me on my way to work, my internship at the time, Franchise 107.7, Tuesdays and Fridays. You can catch me. She calls me on my way to work. She goes, hey, Drake, let's make a podcast. And I said, okay. And she goes, let's do it on Instagram. And I said, pause. And then she said, okay, well, how would you like to do it? I said, let's put it on Twitch. Let's be in the same room. And let's just let our personalities intertwine, mingle, if you will.
So if you got anything out of that conversation, it was he wanted it his way. Never mind my idea of wanting to do a podcast, just do a little Instagram live, get our followers up, want to interact. No, had to be his way. But guess what? I complied. Now here we are. We're in a secret room.
Undisclosed location. We're not going to tell you where we are because I know we have creeps out there.
The door's locked. So if anybody tries to get in here, you can't unless, there's some ways. But we won't reveal.
We don't have to worry about it right now. Okay. Who are we? I guess we should tell them that, right?
If you haven't already seen our 1,000 Instagram stories, Twitter updates, you wouldn't know. But if you have, you might have an idea. How about you give a little...
plug?
Everybody. Yeah. Just give a little summary.
We are the Shoot Your Shot podcast. I'm Drake. That's Julia. Not lifelong friends, but acquaintances, friends of the past 5 or 6 years. We're basically a sports podcast, but we're going to talk a lot more than just sports because there's a million sports podcasts out there. So we're going to be a little different. I just realized I have gum in my mouth. Rule number 1 of Big J journalism. Don't have gum in your mouth when you're at the mic. But anyways.
And great transfer of the trash cans over there because now you got to sit on your cup.
Yeah, it's fine. If you look down, let me see if I can do this. If you look down here at the overlays, that is how you can reach us on social media. We love interaction. If you guys want to tweet at us, maybe DM us during the show, just maybe some complaints even, maybe some criticisms, or maybe just if you want to pitch in another way.
So complaints and criticism, I'm just going to go ahead and cover up this top one. So if you see a handle start with a J, don't send it to that account.
Right. Yeah, she has I'll call them liabilities.
I do have liabilities.
So all the criticism can come to me. And then the most important one out of everything down there is our YouTube, which we will be posting the fully edited videos on YouTube.
Oh, sorry. I was pointing to, hey, what's that?
Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
Okay, so that's us. We will get to sports eventually, I promise. There's just one other thing that I do want to talk about. So this past Saturday, I was doing a remote for the station. And my one of my co-hosts, Jerry Ramsey, who is also a fellow talent guy at the franchise, he calls me and he goes, Drake, I have an idea. And usually when Jerry says he has an idea, it's either really, really bad or really, really good. Oh, there we go. And so...
Can I just interrupt you really quick?
Yeah.
So this is a really expensive camera we're operating with, okay? I was like just pennies and dimes the last couple months for this camera. You're welcome, buddy. So the autofocus, amazing. So if it's going out of focus, don't worry about it. It's trying to catch our aura, okay? Don't worry about it. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So he calls me, he goes, Drake, I have an idea. And I said, okay, let's hear it. He goes, next week, I'm on Tuesdays and Fridays. So next Tuesday, we're going to introduce a new segment. And I said, okay, what is it? Win a date with Drake. If you don't know, I'm referred to as the franchise playboy over in that establishment. And I think that's where it sprung from.
Sponsored?
Not a sponsor yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you want to tune in there on your Tuesdays from 11 to 3, you can potentially win a date with Drake.
So here's where my Instagram and Twitter handle comes in. If you have questions or concerns, say you win that date with Drake. If you have questions, you're kind of iffy about it, you reach out to me. I'll give you an undisclosed, I won't even lie to you, okay? I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not going to fib for you to the ladies.
Okay. Here. One of the things that we do on this show is live produce. I think you can see it right here on the bottom. We have a little bit of a setup right here. And we have these things called sound buttons. So, for example, you heard the applause earlier. But my favorite button is the second row, third from the left. It's the bleep button. And I think it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know what that does. So, for example, if Julia makes me really, really mad during the show, and I want to say like something hurtful, I can go, well, okay. Julia is a and guess what? No one gets in trouble. We don't get in trouble with anyone. Anybody we work for, anybody that's watching, and it's fine.
And it could mean, right? I mean, the bleep button sometimes, more often than not, is associated with something negative. I know he's nice enough to talk good about me. So don't ever associate the bleep button always with things that are bad. Because
right, it's right
Drake
there.
is actually nice at heart. He is.
You can use it too. You can get mad at me.
Like this, Drake is an actual Did you get what I was putting down there?
Okay, I think we should move on. I think they get the gist. Okay. What's our first segment here? College football. Oh, yeah, that little thing. Well, we were supposed to do this last week. We were supposed to start this last week, but that didn't happen because Julia had a near-death crisis. We'll talk about that more in the outro, though. I wanted to talk about two things. Obviously, week 0 came and went. Listen, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't watch any of the games because there really wasn't anything going on. But there was one tiny thing that happened during week 0. And the only notable game, I guess if you're an Oklahoma fan, you could have been tuning in to the Nebraska Northwestern game, which was played in Ireland, by the way, Dublin to be exact. I believe they played it in a rugby stadium. I don't think it was a soccer. It was huge though. Anyways, Nebraska. At the station, I've been touting them as they went 3-9 last year, I believe.
The Cornhuskers?
Cornhuskers.
Good old Cornhuskers.
Yeah, so I've been kind of touting Nebraska because they played a lot of close games with a lot of good teams last year, and I was like, okay, they're going to get over the hump. And listen, I'm not going to take much stock into a week 0 game in Dublin, Ireland against Northwestern because, listen, it's different. Surroundings are different. It's week 0, okay? They're either going to get better or worse. But anyways, they laid an egg. Northwestern, a team they beat by, I think, like 40-something last year. And, they lost that game. So, with that being said...
Just put it this way. If anybody watched that game, third quarter, they were up, I believe, 28-17.
Something like that.
And just... Anybody saw the onside kick? Here, let me just...
Are we doing it? Okay, hold on.
Let me
Make
just
sure
show
we get in
you.
a good spot.
So this is what Nebraska decided to do when they were up in the third quarter. 9 minutes remaining. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you can see that on your screen... Here,
Can it replay?
Oh, it's going to replay?
Lovely. So let me lay out the situation here. Let me give you some insight as to what Scott Frost, the head coach of Nebraska, was thinking here. Sorry, burped. Let me give you some insight.
Wait, pause. See, when I made this template, I made it to where you were the only one that could be seen by accident. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to scooch.
There we go.
There we go. So now it's even. Now the better half. I'm just kidding. Okay.
When I first saw this, you know what I thought? I thought this was a play that Julia would call on NCAA football because you know why? Because you don't know anything about football.
Oh, so.
But yeah, so let me tell you what Scott Frost was doing here. This is still early in the third, right? This is called being cute with your opponent. This is a team that didn't need to do what they did, and they're trying to catch their opponent, quote unquote, off guard.
Caught slipping,
and as you can see, it worked like pretty much the anti version of what they wanted to happen, and Northwestern ended up winning the game shortly after.
And they only won 31-28.
And they were up, by the way. How much were they up by? Did it say 11 or something?
It was
double digits.
28-17 in the third quarter, 9 minutes remaining, and then you do that.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of pissing me off talking about it. Let's move on. Okay, that was week 0. That was about the only notable thing in the game that happened. I mean, some other top 25 teams played, but they didn't. They played cupcakes. The most notable thing to come out of that Nebraska Northwestern game was, I think something happened in the concession stand or something. I think their
technology was down. Like they weren't taking cards.
Right. And so they ended up giving everyone free beer, which, listen, Dublin is like a raucous town. Like Belfast is by Dublin. Like Ireland is known for being like a rowdy bunch. So like I feel like American football really mends well in Ireland. And let me tell you, if you brought free beer to Norman, Oklahoma in the concession stands, oh my Lord. No one would be paying attention to the game.
It would be like that scene in, was it Zombieland? When they're trying to climb the wall? Was that the movie? Am I correct?
Climbing the wall. Explain.
There's a scene in a movie. I remember this vividly.
Oh, World War Z. World War Z.
That's it.
Yep.
They're climbing. It would be like that, but up the stairs to the concession stands.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be caught there. I don't know about you.
Okay, moving on. That was week 0. Listen. We'll get to our bet later in the show. That'll be fun.
Very end.
Let's talk a tad bit about the AP poll. Okay, it was released a couple of weeks ago, and basically what I like to say about the AP poll is that it doesn't matter at all because it's not the college playoff ranking. But it's fine because the AP poll basically generates hype for the first 8 weeks.
It's like if you get ranked somewhere you don't want to be ranked, it's almost like you have to be hungrier to win. And
right.
Paul, the irony.
Tell that to Tennessee. Okay, but anyways.
Well, Paul Feinbaum, did you hear what he said about it?
The SEC mouthpiece, Paul Feinbaum? What did he say?
He just said it was the stupidest thing ever.
Oh, well,
Would you agree?
He touts Oklahoma, so I'm not gonna.
And here's Drake being butthurt. And I had a boo button, I'd press it now.
I'm not gonna cross streams with Paul Feinbaum. But anyways, AP poll came out. Was there anyone in particular, Julia, that you thought may have been a little too high up in the standings?
I had notes for this because I had to make sure that.
Right, you just wanted to make sure that you knew what you were doing. I understand.
Well, I mean, you have notes too. Should I pull out this big sheet of paper
That's actually our schedule. That's our schedule.
Yeah, but there are notes on it. So my overrated teams are Notre Dame and USC. Okay, Notre Dame.
How about you just zone in on one? Give me the most overrated.
I mean,
because I agree with you on Notre Dame.
My overrated Notre Dame, that analysis would be from they're going to lose to Ohio State in that opening week. It's going to happen. They're going to get smacked. If you disagree, please put it in the chat. I'll put it on the docs. I'll have a chat going. If you disagree, let me know. Yell at Drake. I don't care.
Yell at me.
Yeah. So they're going to lose that game. They would have to bounce back 11 wins after that just to keep the ranking that they have now. I don't think it's going to happen because they have Clemson on the schedule and they have USC on the schedule. It's not going to happen. So overrated.
Okay. My overrated should come to no surprise if you actually know me as a person. Texas A&M. I believe they came in at 6, I believe, on the poll. Listen, I get it. I get that they had the number 1 ranked recruiting class this year, and that's great for them.
It is great, isn't it?
But I'm not looking so much as what they have now. I'm looking at past trends. So if you look at last year, right? Early season Texas A&M is where they slip up. I'm talking about those early October games. Those are where their losses come from. When they beat Alabama last year, it was midseason, I believe. Then they went on a tear, okay? I'm scared of that, Texas A&M. Listen, I know you're from Houston, so I know you're...
Well, not only am I from Houston, hello to my family watching. I'm sure you're watching. At least one of you is. My entire family went to Texas A&M. So, yes, you're kind of going into uncharted waters right now.
Maybe none of them are watching you because they don't care about you.
Did anybody hear that on the live? I'm sure my brother isn't watching. Hey, John, if you're watching, gig 'em Aggies because Gosh darn it. You're starting your freshman year at A&M, and I'm so freaking proud. Anyway, what about A&M, Drake?
So listen, this is the blueprint. If A&M wins those early season games, I believe I have their listen, I'm not going to lie to you. Texas A&M has one of the most difficult schedules this year. This is their first 5. They have a cupcake with Sam Houston, Appalachian State, then Miami visits 16, and then Arkansas visits, and then they go to Mississippi State, which is who is unranked, but not to be undertowed. I don't know. Just figure out your own adjective for that one.
Not to be undermined.
Undermined.
Don't undermine.
And then they go to Bama, and then they go to South Carolina, another unranked team. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think Alabama might be the only one with the more tougher schedule than A&M. But listen, just like last year, those early season slip-ups, if it doesn't happen, we'll see. I may be a little bit of a hater, but at least I'm honest.
At least, that's actually really good of you. I mean, I would press the applause button, but I don't want to wear it out.
Okay.
Good job.
Underrated. Who you got? Or do you want me to start underrated?
You know what? Let me do it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Arkansas.
What? Okay, fine. Give me your insight about Arkansas.
They were 9-4.
Okay.
Okay, and they only lost by 1 point to Ole Miss last year.
Okay.
And
who is worse this year, I think. But go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Still have had successful programs in the past.
Yes.
Okay, Alabama, they fought all 4 quarters. I know they lost. They fought all 4 quarters. I feel like they were kind of chipped. Just a little bit. Okay,
let me tell you why I think Arkansas is underrated this year. Arkansas kind of has that Texas A&M vibe schedule. Like there's a rough 5-game stretch in the middle there with, I believe, A&M, Alabama, Mississippi State. They go to BYU, and then I believe they have a bye week, and then they go to Auburn. Not an easy stretch, but that's SEC scheduling for you. That's not really why. That's really the reason why I think they are where they are at 19. That's where they are at 19. But here's what I love about Arkansas. They led the SEC in rushing, and they averaged 442 total yards a game. That's against SEC defenses, okay? So I don't know if there's a stereotype with SEC defenses and everyone's good in defense in SEC, but 442 average total yards, not bad. They are returning their starting QB in KJ Jefferson. Not saying he's on any Heisman list or anything, but he gets the job done. And this is my biased OU football opinion, but their wide receiver core might have gotten better than last year, mainly because the addition of Jaden Hazelwood, former 5-star out of. I'm not going to BS you. I don't know where he went to high school, but he was a 5-star and he went to OU until like his last year. And now he's at Arkansas. So yeah, that's my total unbiased OU opinion. Arkansas is underrated, but that schedule, tough. Like if you put them out on paper, if you put that whole roster out on paper, competing top 5 in the entire CFB.
Which is why they should have been ranked just a little bit higher. Exclusions.
There's only one for me. It's Tennessee.
There's one for me, and mine is also Tennessee.
I'm actually very shocked that Tennessee didn't even make like at least 24 or 25. Like I get it. Like the AP puts enough SEC teams in there, but I would have put Tennessee over Ole Miss this season.
What was Ole Miss's record last year? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Well,
and you know it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But Tennessee last year finished 7-6, and they did beat a ranked team,
right?
Kentucky. They were number 18 at the time. So
yes.
I feel like Tennessee should have gotten a little bit better ranking.
Josh Heupel, former OU quarterback, head coach at Tennessee, returning their starting QB in Hendon Hooker, 15 returning starters, both on the combined offense and defense. The biggest issue for them last year was depth. They had some injuries, and just overall, just not a lot of depth to begin with. And Heupel has said in his pregame or preseason interviews that he really thinks that they've addressed those problems. So this may be me relying on the words of head coach, but I think Tennessee deserved to be in the top 25 AP, and I think they will eventually get there.
They're gonna beat somebody that's ranked. I have a feeling.
So yeah, that wasn't bad. Our first segment, not bad. What are we at right now, time wise? I guess I could look.
24 minutes. So we've got a couple more things to cover, and if we go
20 minutes. All right.
Look.
This is easy. Do you want to talk Thunder?
Yeah, we'll go into it. I guess the main thing with the Thunder right now, we're obviously going to talk about Oklahoma sports because we've got an Oklahomie over here, and I just moved to Oklahoma, kind of.
Not really.
Not really. I mean, 5 years in the making, but as of right now, I'm in Oklahoma, so it matters to me. So the Thunder. Anybody know of Chet Holmgren? Anybody?
Who is that?
Just 7-footer for the Thunder. He's a rookie. Was at Gonzaga.
What pick did he go in this year's
number
draft?
2 draft pick.
Oh, Chet Holmgren. Okay,
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Yes.
What happened with him?
How about you?
You want me to talk about it?
Yeah. So here's the thing. He knows the name of the injury that Chet suffered at the crossover Pro AM event over the summer.
Jamal Crawford's. What would you call that? Just a club?
Club or
not
a league?
Not associated a league, I guess.
Is it a league?
A league.
An organization.
It's a league.
One of those words. So essentially,
before we get into it, do you want me to do my list? Actually, no. Let's talk about the injury. Injury.
So essentially, they're playing in the crossover game, pro, like the league, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
He's defending LeBron James, ironically enough, on a fast break.
In transition, yes.
And I should have put a video there, but you can't really see it unless you zoom in.
Being weird?
No.
Oh, we just didn't have the video?
No, you just can't see it well when I put it on there.
Okay.
He lands weird, and you can see him kind of hobble off after. What did LeBron James do? Did he dunk or did he lay it in? I don't remember.
It was just there was some contact.
Okay, so
he didn't step on anyone's foot or anything.
So Chet landed weird, and then you see him kind of limp down the stretch of the floor, comes off.
Right.
They evaluate it, and then
Liz Frank.
It's
not a fracture. It's like not a sprain either. A tear. Give me all the medical words.
A tear, a fracture, a bruise.
We'll just go. We don't know the medical term. It's a Liz Frank ligament. There's Liz Frank ligament damage.
There we go.
I've been reading. There were some doctors tweeting about the injury itself, and luckily, it's only ligament damage. There is it's more common in football, and also it's more common to damage your ligament and bone in that kind of injury, but it's only the ligament. So it's only 4 to 6 months recovery time, and I believe it should be fully healed. Like no like limps or anything like that. So yeah, not bad. But back to my list that I was talking about.
While you're looking at that,
yeah, go ahead.
Chet. He's going to miss the whole season, which is a bummer because, I mean, number 2 overall draft pick, okay? Thunder did not do well last season, and then the season before that, and then they've been needing to acquire some type of momentum, and I feel like Chet was that person.
Well, hey, come on. It's not like we had high expectations this year. We were still going to tank. Okay.
I mean, yes, but you at least want to watch some good games. You don't want to just watch 20 wins. This
is why we were going to do the list. This really. Let me tell you, Julia. Let me give you a quiz.
Tell me, Drake.
What do these players have in common? Larry Bird, David Robinson, Blake Griffin, Julius Randle, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. What is the common denominator of those?
Season-ending injuries?
Yes.
Okay, that's my answer.
You're half right.
And then they're all 7 foot.
They had 7 season-ending injuries their rookie year. They did not play their entire rookie year.
So the rookie year was.
So for all the irrational Thunder fans out there, and trust me, hey, trust me, I know you're out there. Okay, it's gonna be okay. All right, let's just take a deep breath. The trajectory has not changed. He's going to come back next year. Yes, okay, he's not going to get a year of playing time. He's a rookie. It'll be fine, okay? Let's not get in a Hufflepuff about this. Harry Potter reference. So, yeah.
Well said.
Is there anything else we want to add to it?
Nope, Do
we have anything? Drake list, 4 to 6 months, and he'll be back. So, yeah, I mean, shoot. He may be back.
I know, but I am saddened because I was excited to watch him because, hey, that's a new Thunder edition. I was excited to watch Josh Giddey. Now I'm excited to watch Chet. Now I'm not because he's out, and it's just something you gotta deal with. And all Thunder fans alike are upset, some more than others. Some think that the Thunder are just gonna not win any games because of it, but like Drake said, it's wrong.
Listen, you want to know what's crazy? Even though this injury did happen, I'm not expecting anyone to regress this year that's would still be playing, minutes. Dort, yeah, I don't think he's taking a step back. SGA, no, he's not taking a step back. Like, I still think we're going to win games. Hold on. You keep talking. I want to know what the win total for us is.
So, while we look at that, anybody want to chat? We got a chat going. In fact,
do we? Do we have it up?
I'm going to put it up. Don't you worry. In fact.
Okay. All right.
Here we go. Connecting to the chat.
We haven't had chat up the whole. Oh, whoa! There has been chats. Oh my God!
Look at all. All right, hey.
Hold on. Okay.
Top chat comment coming at you, Drake. You just sit back and wait, okay?
Kale.
I love you, Drake. Hey, C Money 711.
Kennedy. Kennedy said I thought this show was going to be a mukbang. Okay, here, Kennedy. This one's for you. Hold on. You ready for this? Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Stop. Hey, Liquid Death, not a sponsor. Hey, yet. Not a sponsor yet. You ready for this? Hey, everyone listening, get ready.
Ooh. Liquid Death not sponsored. We would like to be sponsored eventually. I'm not really into heavy metal, Drake is, but guess what? I could become a fan.
Liquid Death, baby.
All right.
Oh my God, we
hate vegans. Hey.
Yeah,
vegan. Not sure who said that, but guess what?
Who's vegan?
Are you vegan?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I am either. That's
an odd
comment to put on there.
That's an awful hot coffee pot. Coffee pot. It's a little bit of coffee talk.
All right. Good. We got the chat going. Not going to look at that anymore. There's some vulgarness on there.
I'm going to go back and read those, and I know some of you in there. God, water's never tasted so good.
So for anybody that doesn't know what Liquid Death is, it's not some elaborate like soda or another beverage. It's water. It's literally water.
Okay.
No.
What?
And
no, don't waste both of them.
You are paying for the aluminum can with all of this expensive marketing.
It saves the planet. You want me to get plastic bottles?
Oh, now we're getting defensive. Okay.
What do you mean? This is perfect. You're a vegan. Don't you want to save the planet or whatever?
I wish I had a boo button on here.
You see how she's invaded my space? Look at this. She has entirely invaded my half because I called her a vegan.
We like to get close and personal up in here. All right, Drake, what you got on tap?
Okay, we're done with the sports talk, and I guess this is what we would like to call an outro. So let me tell you about our schedule because Julia is such a great person. Julia will not be here next Sunday. Sundays at 8 are when we're primed to do this because I know none of you have lives. So I know all of you aren't going to be doing anything Sundays at 8. And the people that are doing things during the week, I'm expecting you not to be doing things during this time because this is now where you're going to be Sundays at 8. Okay? You're going to be here with us, chilling, doing the thing, talking sports, talking whatever. So yeah, we haven't decided yet if we're going to just...
I've decided.
Okay, we're not going to share what we're doing because that kind of gives it away.
I've decided what we're doing, and it's going to be similar to what this is. Okay? You don't need to know now. You can know later. You know, when you do that, I'm going to do that because I don't want to hear it because guess what? I can hear whatever you're doing in my headphones, so you moving really doesn't help me.
Okay, let's calm down. 10 to 5. Okay. Listen, she brought this up on Instagram. There is an after party happening, and we miscommunicated. Shocker, I know. I thought we were going live on Instagram after the show. I was told that that's not the case. We might do it this time, just because it's the first show.
Let me clarify. So when I said, hey, join the after party, it's kind of like a metaphor, you know? After party would mean like after you have your little snacks and drinks and stuff, the after party is out back, okay? You got to go out back. What I meant by that was...
Sorry, I'm reading. Keep going.
What I meant by that was all of this goodness will be posted to YouTube and Instagram with graphics. The party is the graphics after the show. You can watch anytime you want. But guess what? We can still go on Instagram Live. I guess we can do my account or your account. My account.
You can do both, just like a post. Which is why I wanted to do it, but...
Okay, we'll do it. Because guess what? Like I said earlier in the show, Jake's
in the chat, though.
Oh,
hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake. Shout out to Jake. Not sure who you are, but shout out to you.
So, yeah, we're going to be going live on Instagram, I guess, afterwards. So, yeah. And then, right, the last thing. Why don't you talk about the bet? The bet itself. Don't talk about what we're betting on right now. I'm going to go get the thing.
So... Wait, the bet itself.
Let's talk about what we're doing.
Like the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so college football. Cincinnati will play Arkansas on Saturday. Yes, this coming Saturday in Arkansas. And like I said, I thought Arkansas was underrated, but we are betting on who wins that game.
Right. Well, we had to agree on a game, right?
And we agreed on this one.
Yep.
And we had to have differing opinions, obviously, because that would not make it a bet if it wasn't. So I bet that Cincinnati, the underdog, in this case because they're ranked number 23, they are going to come out with a win in Arkansas in their opening week. Drake?
Obviously, I chose Arkansas because obviously you heard the underrated segment of this show. I think Arkansas is I forgot. Arkansas is a monster in disguise. It's just that schedule might be a little tough for them this year, but the winner and the losers, what happens?
So we have a wheel of death, not liquid death. It's a wheel of death.
God, let me get it.
And we will spin this wheel. Hey, also, buddy, we're pressed for time, and my camera's going to die, and I need to show the... Wow.
Sorry.
Sound effects. So this nice wheel that Drake purchased, can you demonstrate how it works? Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, only not televised. And then
this is the death part.
Here, give me this. So this is a collection of hot sauces that Drake found on Amazon. And if you can see, it says Master Hot Sauce Collection. And I will tell you, some of them are mild, and then some are not so mild. And I will say I can take heat pretty well. Like, actually, Drake undermines that idea. So I think I'll be fine. So if I lose this bet, which I won't, Cincinnati, you got to pull through. This will be a piece of cake. I'm not worried at all.
Wheel of depression. That's how she was acting. She can't take hot stuff well. That's why it's going to be fun. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. So everyone that's watching right now, have your eyes peeled Saturday when that game happens. I believe Arkansas is favored by 6, and so it doesn't matter if they hit it or not. It's just straight up winner, and the loser has to spin the wheel of depression, and it's great. I can't wait. Okay, was that it? Is that the show?
Well. So
it's 8:33.
It is. So here,
by quick.
Here's our closure. I've got some videos to show Drake.
Oh, that's right. Let's show the videos. Oh, maybe.
Well, I wanted.
How are we setting it up? Which one is it?
I need you to take away the UNLV video. What happened? So I can play it.
Oh, well, week 0, no one cares about anything like ever besides maybe the Nebraska Northwestern game.
Autofocus. There we go. Okay.
But, something notable off the field that happened was during the UNLV game, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, they have a turnover slot machine. Is this live? Yeah, okay, it's live. Look, they run over here. Okay,
Look
he's sitting
look
down.
at the manager. Get the chair fast.
I mean, one of the coaches are in there, and then they got the slot machine.
And look at those.
And you know what's really sad about it is that it's programmed to do the same exact thing like every time, so it's so staged, and I actually hate it with a passion. But it's fine, it's fun, I guess. It's kind of like the Miami turnover chain, which got the boot this year because they're actually going to take their job seriously at football. UNLV, another team that should not have a great year.
A burn button.
A burn?
Like ooh.
Oh no, that wasn't a burn. That was just the truth.
God, okay.
What's next? What's the other video we found? These are just videos we found in the sports sphere.
This is just good happy times. Okay. So up next, Drake. What do you think of this? This is I believe this
Duquesne,
is
right? Duquesne? Was that who it was?
I think so.
He looks like he was a stand-in in the movie Leatherheads with John Krasinski and George Clooney. That's an underrated sports movie.
When I first saw this, I didn't think it was real. And then when they zoomed in, I'm thinking to myself, like, do you think he knows that his pants are pulled up that high? Or do you think he just, like, adjusted his, like, do you think he adjusted it just to, okay, hey, I need to pull my pants up. But I think he knew he was on national television. Wait, was this nationally televised?
Here's the real question, okay? Would you rather have pants that long or pants this short? See that? Oh. Hold on.
Here, I got you really quick.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at those 5-inch shorts. Thick thighs saves lives, Drake.
Oh.
Okay.
What's next? What's next on the docket?
Okay, we've got 2 more. We're pressing for time. Camera, if you die, please don't die on me.
Okay, here we go. Hurry. Is it Tom Brady?
Nope.
What? Oh, you didn't show me this one. You got to explain it.
Okay. So the tweet says they're never going to get that shoe back. So, when you get a ball stuck when you play basketball, you're like, oh, crap, I need to go get a basketball or another hard object to get it out of that little wedged area on the goal.
Right.
They throw a shoe. And the way this person throws the shoe, please just...
Yeah, it's gone for good.
All right. Last
Oh,
one.
God.
Here. This is
Listen, I'm going to be real honest here. It really me off when good-looking people think that they need extra help looking good.
That's what I thought. I thought I needed both.
And I was just like, Tom, listen, guy. You already looked good, and now you kind of don't look good. You look fake.
I've always had a crush on Tom Brady. I mean, that's the unprofessional side of me talking right now. I mean, this is not professional right now.
He looks like a ghost.
Tom Brady is a beautiful man. And then
Not anymore.
Drake showed me this, and he's still beautiful, but it's just cinched is the word.
It's sad. It really is.
Cinched and sad. So
that was
Tom,
it. That was our video dump. Is that we have to name these segments.
The vid dump.
The shoot your shot video dump. Send us your videos.
So I gotta say that.
Just kidding. Don't send us your videos.
Well, not too bad for a first show in our undisclosed location.
Right. Guys, listen, everyone who's still here with us, we appreciate you more than you possibly could know. Again, we'll let you guys know what time or what way we're going to deliver next week's video. Because listen, someone's going to be eating hot sauce, okay? You're not going to want to miss it. And it's not just going to be like a dab. It's like... Mm-hmm.
And guess what? If it's me, there won't even be no expression. That's all I have to say, because I can take heat well. And this man over here thinks that I'm going to be sitting over here dying. Oh, goodness gracious. And now that I have my wisdom teeth out, my gums are fresh, I feel like I'm reborn, It's just, you're in for a rude awakening.
Okay. All right. We'll see. But guys, thank you for participating in the inaugural episode. Everyone in chat, tell your friends about us. It's a good time. Listen, we're not here to shove sports down your throat. All right. We're just here chilling in an undisclosed location.
Not sponsored by Liquid Death.
Not sponsored by Liquid Death. Not sponsored by Rumble the Bison, who I accidentally beheaded trying to get the spinner on.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
But it's fine. It's a trophy for next week. Okay.
So Rumble the Bison is now no longer.
All right. That's it. I'm Drake. That's Julia. This is Shoot Your Shot. And come join us in the after party, and we'll see you next week.